starting the discussion about many students are waiting for the plan that how we are going to plan the Mrcog part 2, right? Actually, exam just divided into 100 parts, right? So we will be doing the 50% of you and you will be doing the 50% of you, right? So together we will make it 100%. So we will not leave any sort of incompleteness in this plan, and so the success will be yours, right? So let me first of all tell you that yes, this is a very important slide, that nothing is going to change this year until you change. You have to make up your mind. You have to start with a huge enthusiasm, with a huge energy. Without energy, you are not going to do anything. First of all, let me tell you, friends, that I'm Dr. Asma, and I have been known from my old friends because of my level of energy. So you know that your level of energy can do anything. Just believe in yourself. If anyone is saying that this is difficult, this is not doable, just don't trust on anyone. Trust on yourself that yes, you can do it. And when I am with you, and definitely when I am having a lot of energy, I will be transmitting a lot of energy in you as well. So you will start with the course and you will start this preparation with a lot of enthusiasm and with a lot of energy. Because many times, you know, there are many distractions, but you will not look at the distractors. Distractors are the things which will stop you from reaching your goals. Just remember mark my words, just don't listen to the distractors. Distractors comes in the form of your workplace. Distractors comes in the form of your family commitments. Distractors comes in the form of emotional ups and downs. Don't listen to those distractors. Just focus on your things, right? I'm making a very good study plan for you. What you have to do is that you will, in this in this study plan, you will read the guideline that we will daily upload on the study group, right? Me and Isha are with you. We are uploading the guidelines on the daily basis. On the daily basis, these guidelines and the questions will be uploaded according to the planner that we will provide you. You have to read that guideline. You have to solve those questions. After 3 days or 4 days, when I will be taking the session, then I will be discussing in detail with you about all those queries, about all those guidelines we will discuss, right? Thank you, Zara, for joining in. How are you doing, my friend? Zara, actually, this is a much needed session for you, right? Okay, Zara, we have just started, so you have not missed at all. So in the planner, this is the way we will take the course forward, right? Daily basis, you will be receiving the guidelines. Daily basis, you will be receiving the question tasks. And on the daily basis, you will be doing. Now, what you have to do is that whatever I will be mentioning in the guidelines, you have to write down on the papers, on the important points. You will paste it everywhere in your room. And then you will send me picture as well. You will paste it on your tables. You will paste it on your walls. You will paste it on your cupboard, so that whenever you will be going out of the room, you will be reading that. When you will be coming inside the room, you will be reading that. You're opening the cupboard, these percentages in front of you. Percentages are not very important, by the way, but many things which are important that I will be telling you. Few percentages are very important. I will not say that all the percentages are not important, but still everything is not like coming in the exam. Now, how we have to prepare the exam, what is the exam pattern, and what is the format of Mrcog Part 2 exam. There are two papers actually, and each paper has 50 single best answer questions and 50 extended match questions. What is the EMQ means? EMQ means extended match question. Now, actually, this is the most difficult part of this exam. This is the part of exam which make it difficult for the candidates to cover and which make them difficult to ace the exam, difficult for scoring the passing score, right? Why it is difficult? Because in the EMQ, there are lots of options, A, B, C, D, E, and a lot of options, and the options are very similar to each other. For attempting the EMQs, you have to have an elaborate and detailed knowledge, then you will be able to solve the EMQs, right? Otherwise, EMQs will become a great difficulty. And we will take the students in such a manner that from the very first day, they will be solving single best answer, they will be solving the extended match questions. At every day, they will be solving. So that at the end of 4 months, they will not feel any difficulty. I will be telling you in detail that how we were deciding to. Just a minute. Okay. Okay, all right. The part that is not visible, that was the green top guideline. Now coming to the main curriculum of the exam, right? That as I have told you, the format of the exam, that is the 50 single best answer questions and 50 extended match questions, right? And I have already told you that extended match question is the thing that you have to pay a lot of attention, and you should be concerned about that. You should be worried about that. Yes, this is the difficult thing that is coming in my preparation. Now, coming to the green top guidelines, right? Green top guidelines, how we have to read the green top guideline. Green top guidelines, the curriculum is included, the curriculum of Mrcog part 2, it comprises green top guideline, NICE guidelines, right? And FSRH guidelines, BASH guidelines, right? And then comes the question pool. Now coming to the green top guideline. First of all, I will tell you that how we are planning to read the green top guideline. First of all, me and my team, we are preparing excellent slides for you. And those slides will be enough for you to prepare, right? For the actually green top guidelines, some are very lengthy. It's of almost 80 pages as well. So how to read 80 pages and how to memorize them, this is not the things you are going to do. We will do your part, right? We will be choosing the essential things from the guideline, and then we will be displaying in front of you so that you do not have to waste your time. Everyone is busy in the job, in the family and everything. No one is doing exam like alone. Everyone has a lot of more commitments as well. So how to tackle this exam along with those commitments, that we are going to make it easy for you. So we are preparing the slides for the green top guidelines, right? You have to read the green top guideline recommendation part. Recommendation part should be on your tips, right? That at the end, when the exam will be very close, if you are having the hard copy, at that time you will separate the recommendation part, right? You will torn the guideline, you will tear the guideline, you will keep the recommendation part with you, and you will keep the rest of the guidelines separate. Keep the recommendation part with yourself, and then we are making excellent slides in which the recommendations have also been included. Apart from that, the rest of information which we have to, which is very important in perspective of single best answer questions or extended match question, we have also included that in the slides, right? All the important information. Few days before, I have shared the slide of recurrent miscarriage guideline, which is a new release in the June 2022. And I have gathered all the questions regarding thyroxine intake, and low molecular weight heparin, and the low molecular weight heparin and the Loprin intake. I have combined all these points in a single slide. So instead of reading 20 pages or 15 pages, you will see a single slide and everything will be in front of you. That will make us super easy for you, and that will save a lot of time for you, right? So in this manner, you have to read the guideline. You will solve questions in the morning. You will see the questions in your study group, and then you will go back to the guideline and you will see that, yes, I have missed that point. It was already mentioned. One of your study buddy will tell you that, yes, this was in the guideline, and you will say, no, I have not seen this point in the guideline. But then you will read the guideline again and you will pick that point, that yes, it was included in the guideline. So those particular points we have already picked and we are gathering it for you, right? Though that almost 70 to 80% of the curriculum of the exam is dependent upon the green top guidelines. So you have to cram it up, and you have to take the thing in your mind that, yes, I have to cover the green top guideline. These should be on my tips. The rest comes, like, nobody can fail the exam when she or he is lacking in other aspects. But without green top guideline, it is not possible to clear the exam. Okay, all right. Any questions up till now, friends? All right, who is with me? Yes. Any questions? If any question, anyone can unmute mic and can ask me. Okay, let's move forward. Then comes the NICE guideline, right? How we have to prepare the NICE guidelines. NICE guidelines are actually very, very lengthy, right? But their PDF forms are available that will be uploaded in your study groups. And the NICE guidelines, Sana, welcome back. Sana Zahra, any question up till now? Okay, all right. We were talking about the NICE guidelines, Sana. In the NICE guidelines, you have to read the guideline in a minimum time. How you will read the guideline in a minute? Okay, all right, Sana, thank you. we will read the NICE guideline in such a manner that we will read only the recommendation part. And I will make the flow charts for you, right? Even after the reading the recommendation, its forgetfulness is very quotient is quite high. It's not very easy to remember the NICE guideline because a lot of studies have been mentioned and a lot of commissioners and providers recommendations have been discussed over there. So what we are going to do, we will provide you the slides of the NICE guideline. I will not recommend anyone to read the NICE guideline without my slides or without knowing that what exactly we need to read, because it will take a lot of time you to understand just that what is the gist of the guideline, right? So it is better to listen the session and then you can read the guideline. Otherwise, if you're smart enough and you can read it on your own and then you can listen the session, then it is also an alternative method. And then you have to highlight the important points in the guideline and you have to make your notes. Make your notes in a single liner, right? If you make a single line out of a paragraph, it will be easy for you to remember. It will be easy for you to memorize it in the exam as well, right? Otherwise, things will be very difficult. Now the TOG articles, people are actually very, very scared and they are very much worried about the TOG articles. Actually, TOG article is not the basic bulk of the exam. TOG articles are important and you cannot pass the exam without reading the TOG articles. But let me tell you that TOG articles are not the whole gist of exam. Only single best answer questions are coming from this. And coming to the marks distribution, EMQs hold the maximum marks. So you should focus on the maximum mark part. Then you are going to clear the exam. Single best answers are coming from the TOG article. And what we recommend is that we are making the TOG summaries for the last 3-year TOG articles. And when you will be, that will make your word totally easy. When you're driving the car, when you're traveling with the family, when you're going to your hospitals, whatever you are doing, you can just start the audio and you will listen one TOG, right? And that TOG summaries are more than enough if you can retain that. No need to go back to the TOG article and highlighting it again and reading it again. There is no need for that. Only last 3-year TOG summaries that we will be providing in our course. These will be the audio TOG summaries. You can listen anywhere. These will be only of 8-minute to 10-minute duration. And then along with that, there will be the pictures of the boxes, flow charts, algorithms from the TOG articles. So everything will be provided in those summaries. And the few important TOG that we are making the curriculum for the group, in that every module, we are including the respective guidelines, which are included. Like suppose we are doing maternal medicine module, right? So we will include diabetes guideline, hypertension guideline, we will include all the guideline. And from the last 3-year TOG and from the important old TOG, there are only few TOG articles which are old and these are very important. So we will include those TOG article in your curriculum, and that will be covered on the daily basis. So you do not need to worry about the old TOGs. There is nothing to worry about the old TOGs. These will be covered in your curriculum. And the last 3-year TOG you have to cover with our TOG summaries, right? So with the TOG summaries, you will be simultaneously covering daily. Like if one summary is of 8-minute duration, how many summaries you can listen in a day? At least 2 to 3, right? You can listen. And you can listen 2 to 3 again. Now, what is the mechanism for improving your memory to the maximum is that whenever the session will end, just remember and mark my word, whenever your session will end, immediately after the session, for the 1 hour or the 2 hours, you will revise the session one time, and then the night will pass. In the next morning, you will again repeat that session. You will again repeat the curriculum of that session. 2 times revision after the ending of the session is must for the better memory. After this rehearsal, that what I am telling you, if you will not pass the exam, just come and tell me that, ma'am, we have not cleared, right? 100% formula of clearing the exam, 100%. If someone is saying you that I have read one time guidelines and I am passed, that is totally wrong. It cannot possible. It is a lot of information that is very difficult to retain until and unless you will revise 2 times after the session, 1 or 2 times before the session, right? This is the mechanism to improve your memory and to make it last in the exam. Otherwise, in the exam, in the EMQs, there will be a lot of options and these are very similar options. You will not going to remember those options if you will not do the revision in this manner that I am telling you. Okay. So the Green Talk guidelines we have talked about, NICE guideline we have discussed, TOG articles we have discussed, that how we are going to prepare. Now, FSRH guideline, these are basically the contraception guidelines, Faculty of Sexual and Reproductive Health guidelines, and the BASH guidelines. Now, let me tell you that it's not like a basic bulk of the exam is coming from them, but definitely exam is coming from them. Few of the questions can be made from them, few of the questions can be made from them, even EMQs can be made from them. Now, how we have to cover this huge curriculum? Like the things I have made you the planner. First of all, follow my planner that I am making. With the planner, everything will be automatically will be done. You do not need to plan that my talks are left behind, my nice guidelines have left behind, my green tops are not getting covered. Everything be covered. If you do every day, if you do complete your daily task on that particular day, then nothing will be left and success will be waiting for you, right? Okay, all right. Thank you so much, Shumaila, for joining in, my dear. I was actually concentrating on this, so I have not seen the chat box. Okay, all right. So the FSRH guideline and the BASH guideline, we have actually a wonderful summaries of the content from the BASH guideline. No need to read these guidelines, no need to download these even, no need to go ahead for this guideline and nothing to worry about it. We have excellent summaries which of only few papers that will cover each and everything, which will cover every exam question. After reading those summaries, every exam question from the BASH guideline will be covered. After reading those summaries that we have made for FSRH guideline and the flow charts that we have combined and the recommendation part that we have combined, then no question will be left unanswered, right? So nothing to be worried about this. Consent advices is a very short thing. It's of few pages and only single best answer questions are coming from this. These will be covered even when you are practicing questions. And the teaching module will also be covered in the lectures. Okay. Now coming to the source to cover for the practice question. It is actually quite ambiguity in this because people feel that we will do the recall question and everything will be sorted out. It's actually not like this. First of all, you have the complete knowledge on the curriculum, full grasp on the knowledge, right, of the curriculum you will have. Secondly, you have to start all these four things together. This is what my recommendation is. If you will follow this, you have to start practice question in our study group, right? Daily questions are posting. Don't feel like I already know this book, I already know this question, there's no benefit of it. There is always a benefit, right? So practice question books. Now there is a lot of question books are available. You do not need to cover 12 books or 13 books or 14 books. There's a lot of wastage of the time. Do not. I have actually squeezed the curriculum because what I felt during my preparation time is that people have elaborated the curriculum like it's a huge mountain which is very difficult to cross. I have actually squeezed the curriculum. This is my main aim of the course, is to make it doable for the people who are trying to pass from this exam, along with the families, along with their jobs, and day and night they're working. Along with this passing exam with a huge curriculum is very difficult. So no extra thing will be shared in the group. Only the focused curriculum and only the focused sources will be shared in the curriculum. If you will say that, ma'am, this has not been shared with in the curriculum, so there must be some reason behind that. I purposely have not shared that particular source in the curriculum so that you will not waste your time. If you will make the curriculum so huge, it will become very difficult for you because people spend many years otherwise passing in this exam, and people can pass this exam in 3 or 4 months as well. It will depend upon you, what you want to, whether you want to make your life easy or want to make your life difficult. So only 3 or 4 practice books are important, right? Sir Andrew Sizer's book, Sir Conge's book, these are very important. And let me tell you that Sir Conge's book is not having wrong answers. Many keys are absolutely right. But you will realize when you will read the curriculum in depth and in detail, then you will realize that keys are absolutely right, right? This is a common complaint that keys are wrong, but keys are not wrong. Keys are absolutely right. You have to improve your knowledge to figure it out that keys are right. Then another source is recall questions. Actually, the purpose of recall question is that when you will reach at the end of your curriculum, when you have read whole curriculum and you have whole grip on the knowledge, then it is better to do the recall questions, right? But definitely you can start these 4 sources simultaneously. Now, what my recommendation, this is the strategy questions and this is the pass MRCOG. 2 or 3 friends together can combine and they can take the prescription of pass MRCOG and the strategy questions as well. These are the well formulated questions. Recall questions are incomplete. They can, and they have options, missing information, missing scenarios, but strategy questions and the pass MRCOG questions, pass MRCOG is a wonderful source. They have explained the answers very well, and they have given you a lot of information. Before going to bed, before going to sleep, you have to think that whether I have completed at least 50 to 70 questions or not. You have to, what I recommend is that daily you have to complete 100 questions, but even 100 is not possible. Then you have to complete 50 to 70 questions per day. If you are doing daily 100 questions from these four sources, if you are doing 100 questions from these perfect sources, there is no question of failing the exam, right? So you have to pick from these four sources questions, and you will make your target that yes, I have to do I have done 50 questions today. Now the next day I have done 70 questions today. Now the next day I have done 100 questions today. But there will be no day, no excuse that you are not doing any question and you are just reading the guideline. There is no benefit of that. A lot of information you are going to pick from your resources, from your question resources. This recall question source is also very important, right? Start practicing from right now. And one more thing I want to tell you about the book. When you are practicing the book and you have covered it 1 or 2 times, then don't read the book from page 1 to the last page. No, then only circle the question number that you are feeling difficulty in, so that after 2 revisions, when the last 2 revisions you are going to do, you will only read those questions that you were feeling difficulty. Similarly, in the recall question, keep the question which you are feeling difficulty, keep them separate, so that you will be knowing that these I'm not finding the references, these for these questions I'm not finding the resources, I have to find that. In the strategy and in the past MRCOG same, because otherwise you think, oh, this module lasts for 80 pages, how I will cover 80 pages? No need to cover 80 pages now. You have done the 1 revision. Now you have to maybe cover 6 pages, 10 pages or 20 pages only. Only mark those questions where you are feeling difficulty. Simple question, just pass them and cross them, right? Okay, so people who are joining me in my study program, in my course, exam MRCOG Part 2 course that we are launching, me and my team of MRCOG Help, we are launching to help the students who are participating and who are appearing in MRCOG Part 2 exam. We will make things super easy for them and no promise will be unfulfilled. We are making summaries for the guidelines like I have already promised. We are making the talk summaries, right? And these practice books you will do all. Now people are asking me, many people, that whether the recall questions will be discussed in the group or not. But I want to answer this question, friends. Actually, it will depend upon the strength of the student as well, right? If the students come forward and they will share the questions from the recall, then there is no question of not answering them and not discussing them. It is the students who take the lead. If you will take the lead, you will make the groups, you will make the separate time, you will fix the time. Ma'am, this time to this time, we want to discuss the practice books. Ma'am, from this time, we will want to discuss the strategy and past MRCOG question. Ma'am, at the night, we want to discuss the recall question, right? So divide your time of the whole day and keep your mentors engaged as well. Keep yourself engaged as well. So this all depends upon you, that how you will take the benefit of this course as well. Because we are providing everything for your ease, but you have to put your 50% and that will be promise. Yes. This is already, I have already mentioned, friends, how we will organizing this. You will be, after you will join the course, then you will be provided with a curriculum, right? From the day 1 when you will join to the to the day when you will cover the exam, we will cover the curriculum. Every day you will be given the target to cover the green top guideline, or whether you have to cover the TOG, whether you have to cover the NICE guideline. Every day daily target will be given to you. You will complete that task, then you come to next day. After 3 or 4 days, you will join my session and you will have full time to ask the questions. These recordings will be uploaded on your, these will be recorded. These sessions will be recorded and these will be uploaded on your portals. And then daily basis, you will practice the questions, right? Just figure out your strengths. You have the strength to make the question pool, to practice the daily questions, and to motivate your friends that yes, come on the group and let's start solving the question. This is the time for the recall question. This is the time for the question books. This is the time for the past MRCOG question. Bring them on the study group and start practicing the groups. So, and the planner will take you from day one to the last day until your curriculum is covered, and the method that I have told you, 2 revisions after that, and then how you have to organize the session, organize your curriculum on your laptops, on your anything where you are planning you to start your studies. You have to make 2 folders, right? One is the theory folder, one is the practice question folder. In the theory folder, you will save all your green top guidelines, right? Module wise. You will save all your nice guidelines. You will save all your, in the second folder, you will make the practice question, where you will save all the questions which are confusing for you, from the recall pool, from the past MRCOG, from the books question. So you will practice and you will completely gather all the question pool, and in the before the exam day, you will have these 2 folders. Whenever you want to come, you will click this. Whenever you want to practice question, you will click this. So these things will be making your life super easy, and we promise that we are with you in this journey. We are not going to leave you alone, and the details of the course will be, you can contact our course coordinator. They're always here. Our support is always here on the group to provide you a full support and the full information regarding how to join the course and how to ace this exam, how to start your preparation, how to take your mentors with you, and keep us engaged, keep us more informed about you, because this is the mutual agreement, and this is the mutual effort which can make you to successful candidate, right? To pass this exam, we are here to help you. We are not leaving you alone, and together we will make a success. We will make it a huge success, and we will not leave a 1% point, 1% of anything that can left you unattended, or that can left a point that anyone can fail in the exam. We will do our 100% so that you can figure it out, that how we are taking the course, how we are taking you on the daily basis with us. And at the end, you will look back and you will see that, yes, ma'am, all the curriculum is covered, all the guidelines are covered, and yes, ma'am, all the questions are also being covered. People are now searching for the questions, and we have done everything. So this will be our achievement. This is our aim, actually. This is the aim of me and my team. So this is the contact number. Anyone, if you want to contact, please get your enrollments done. And thank you so much. Thank you for your time. And if there is any question, please come to my study group. And there is a Telegram study group, which is for helping everyone. Everyone can join and can have the help. And my YouTube channel as well. You can join and you can enjoy the very perfect videos that we are making for the guidelines elaboration, right? So everything will be here for you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you so much from my team as well. And we are looking forward for some other session as well. Thank you. Thank you for your time. Okay, bye-bye.